Please remove any hats and remain standing for the national anthem and the alma mater, sung by Abby Ainsley, Rachel Harris, and Mackenzie Roth.
Last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Days may bring some treasured memories true. Our hearts and minds will always be with you. And as the years go swiftly gliding by, still you shall be our own Mount Markham High, our alma mater, flourish forever, the white, gold, and blue.
Graduates, please be seated. Before we start the graduation ceremony, I would like to address an unfortunate mistake made during the academic awards. The Darrell Richard Ferguson Scholarship is given to seniors possessing some of Darrell's qualities. He was a successful local business owner. He was a very hardworking individual who excelled at customer service. A student was left off the list of recipients. Kevin Gates is one of the recipients of this award, and I'd like to congratulate Kevin and apologize for the mistake. Kevin, please stand. I would like to welcome all of you to the graduation commencement of the class of 2023. I also would like to welcome our distinguished faculty and administration. I'd like to begin the program by introducing the members of the Board of Education and our Superintendent of Schools. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Mr. James Kolzak, President. Ms. Cynthia Miller, Vice President. Mr. Thomas Huxtable. Ms. Jennifer Main. Mr. Philip Kassler. Mr. Scott Clark. Mr. Robert Cross. Mr. Joseph DePease, Superintendent. I would like to recognize this year's district retirees who have provided many years of service to this district. If you are in the audience, please stand for recognition as I read your name. Miss Maura Benzarnak, 30 years. Miss Marianne Bugby, 23 years. Miss Barbara Carraher, 22 years. Miss Mary Green, 19 years. Mrs. Melinda Ribb, 25 years. Mrs. Susan Jeffers, 21 years. Mrs. Joanna Johnson, 13 years. Mr. Michael Johnson, 26 years. Mr. Harry Kraft, 11 years. Mrs. Amy Pavlot, 39 years. Mrs. Lori Stotler, 35 years, and Mrs. Kathy Bishop Tilkey, 16 years. Thank you for all your years to the service to the school district. You'll be greatly missed. At this time, please welcome the salutatorian of the class of 2023, Abby Ainsley, with her address to the class.
Good evening, family, friends, students, teachers, administrators, and all guests. I am greatly honored to be speaking to you here tonight as a class of 2023 salutatorian. When I really thought about what it meant to represent this class in our district, all I had to do was take a look around. Behind me are the rolling hills which inspired the name we all attach the Mount Markham Mustangs to. To the left and right are fields of corn, grazing cattle, and majestic trees. Although the Mount Markham district is composed of many hamlets across many counties, we are all rooted back to one town and one place. We are surrounded by the beauty and simplicity of this community, and tonight I am grateful to reflect upon and appreciate the community and elements that have led us all to this moment. Now, I'm sure most of us here have heard the cliche phrase, "It takes a village to raise a child." But how many realize what this truly means? This phrase was actually sparked from an African proverb, and this simple definition is that it takes an entire village to provide a safe, healthy environment for individuals to flourish. Those of us who have grown up in this community should count ourselves lucky. We have been able to experience firsthand how a singular village has helped raise all of us. Think about it this way. How many of us spent our summer afternoons down at the Park Creek catching crawfish? or went to one of the diners in town for an early breakfast or an evening ice cream cone, or had to grab something at the Dollar General after school when everyone else decides it'd be a great time to stop there as well. ASO soccer games on Sunday mornings, little fourth graders running around in their Colts jerseys, Optimist Club dinners, athletic games all nights of the week, and volunteer work at the local churches are all components of what builds a community. Even simple, everyday occurrences, such as waving to a friend as you pass them on the road, or running into someone you know at the gas station or bank, mean something. Those situations don't happen everywhere in the world, and I think we often forget that. We have been embraced by the familiarity all around us, and it has shaped us as we have grown. All of these small, seemingly insignificant moments and memories add up to our larger pictures. Those days of our childhood went by fast, just as our 4 years of high school did. If we think back to freshman year, walking into the doors of the high school for the very first time, we thought we had the whole world in front of us. So many high school things to do, so many friends to make, so many tasks to take on, the list seemed endless. But somehow, just like that, we are sitting right here, right now. All of the Friday night lights, hours of homework, and long rides on the big yellow school buses have finally come to an end. Movie nights on the stadium field, pulling into school behind a tractor, and lunches with friends will now always be memories that we carry with us. For some, it may be bittersweet, and for others, it might just be the best thing that's ever happened to them. But no matter how you feel, always recall those moments and remember how you made it here today. Our support systems are what help us get through the trying times in life, and can always be a shoulder to lean on. Whether that be your family, friends, or teachers, just remember to always show your gratitude. Thank you to my teachers for always supporting me and always believing in me. Thank you to my friends for never failing to put a smile on my face and making these years of high school entertaining, to say the least. To my family, thank you for being my rock. I am forever indebted to everything that each of you have done for me. Ellie, Austin, Aiden, and Zach, thank you guys for being my built-in best friends. I can't imagine growing up with anyone else. You guys have been the best role models a little sister could ask for, and I hope that someday I can be half as remarkable as you all are. Dad, thank you for choosing the career of a dairy farmer. Thank you for teaching the four of us values of hard work, perseverance, and dedication. Thank you for being my idol and my favorite teacher. You are the hardest working person that I know, and although it may not seem like it, I've cherished every sale, every show, and every Sunday afternoon cutting wood. Mom, thank you for being you. You are the reason that I'm standing up here today. I can't even begin to express my gratitude to you for all the speeches you've had to listen to, tests you've had to quiz me for, and places you've had to drive me to, just to name a few. Your intelligence, diligent work ethic, and devotion to your family is seen through the eyes of many. You are my greatest hero, inspiration, and friend. I love you all so very much. Well, congratulations, class of 2023. We finally made it. I wish you all the best of luck and many successes in your future endeavors. As we move on to our next steps in life, we leave behind us our past 13 years. We have been fortunate enough to have been grounded in a sense of community our entire lives. Appreciate your experiences here and recognize that this has only been a foundation for the future. Look at the rolling hills, the trees, the animals, and the ever-surrounding beauty, and just take it in. Really take a look around the next time you drive down Fairground Road. Go out and do great things. There's a world of possibilities in front of us. But whether you go 1 mile away or 1,000 miles away, remember where you came from. Our roots will always be here in the town that we call home. Thank you and congratulations.
I would like to thank some individuals and groups that have worked very hard to make this evening a success. Chris Haar, George Gusky, and the high school custodial staff, Keith Williams and the building and grounds crew, Brian Madison and all the transportation department, Suzanne Culver and Sarah Robinson, our senior class advisors, Jeff Perro, our guidance counselor, Tracy Palmer, guidance secretary, Beth Wilson, high school secretary, Stone Road Farm and Flower Shop, the West Winfield Rescue Squad, parents and friends. Thank you. This year, the class of 2023 has chosen Mr. Michael Johnson as their guest speaker. At this time, please welcome Mr. Mike Johnson.
Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight for the special night for the class of 2023. First thing I'd like to do is apologize for not having a sport jacket on. As a phys ed teacher, I don't really have very many occasions to wear one. In fact, the last time I wore one was in 2017 when I was standing here speaking to the class. So when I pulled it out of my closet and I didn't put it on, it still has the corsage dead hanging on it, just so you know, from 2017. I put it on in my office and it fit like a little banana skin. And I thought I might blow the shoulders out. I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to wear the jacket. That's why I don't have one on. I apologize to everybody. When the 2023 class came to me to ask me if I wanted to speak to them, I, of course, was very humbled and grateful for the opportunity. It meant a lot to me. I believe this class of 2023 is special for many, many reasons. Of course, the reasons like, their academic successes, their athletic successes, the friendships that they've developed over the years. But this is the first class that when they entered high school had, an interrupted experience, right? Their freshman year was cut short March 13th of that year, sent home. The following year, they were hybrid. Every other day they were coming. If you were in phys ed, man, I was only seeing them once every 4 days. They then had to do hybrid learning. They had to do Google Meets. Look, I'm under no illusion that when I was talking to my computer screen in my office that they were actually listening, but they were logged on and they were trying to make things work, right? Of course, the following year, last year, things started to get a little bit back to normal. This year has been an outstanding year, but I did want to point that out. The perseverance this group showed, the ability to adapt on the fly as 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds is astounding, right? What you've learned and the things that you've overcome already that most of us, the rest of us, didn't have to do to graduate from high school is something hopefully that you don't discount and you give yourselves a ton of credit for that. Of course, one of the other reasons that I feel like they're special is they happen to be my last senior class here, right? First, last, all of them are special, but, something to be said about the 98 crew. Any 98ers in the crowd? Class of 98, my first year here. Yikes. And this crew here from 2023, man, I appreciate it. It struck me when you guys were freshmen that the clock was starting to tick and I would have the opportunity to leave with you, right? So it's sort of, it's like there's some kismet here that this is my last day here as a Mount Markham person and yours as well. But Abby, I think, said it best. We'll always be here from Mount Markham, right? We'll always all be Mustangs. I'd like to just impart a couple things. When I started thinking things through to do this speech, I kept coming back to three main concepts for, I think, a successful life. And, that is living, laughing, and loving. And I know you may have it hanging on your wall. You can probably find it on Pinterest or something, even though I don't even know what Pinterest is, right? I've heard about it, right? You find little trinkets and crafts and stuff, right? Ideas, what you can make to hang around your home. But live, laugh, and love seems so simple, right? Like right now, we're all here, we're all alive, we're all, our hearts are beating, we're breathing, right? But are we really living, right? Are we following our dreams, right? Are we following and finding our passion? That's really living, right? Going out there, making things happen, doing what you love to do. One of the things that I am so grateful for is the opportunity to serve this community doing something that I've loved to do for 26 years. You guys gave me that opportunity. I always loved sports, loved coaching, teaching, and to have an opportunity to do it here, I'm very, very grateful for. And of course, this crew here, having the opportunity to work with them for 4 years. Laughing, right? Happiness. Are we living a life that is happy, right? At least more than that, right? We're going to have our moments where things don't go well, right? I mean, life is not just a steady path to success. Right? There's going to be twists and turns and things that we have to do to overcome. But laughter, and I think laughter starts with laughing at yourself, right? Being able to sort of see the folly in your own behaviors and your own things that maybe are your weaknesses. Recognize your strengths, though, right? What are you good at? Make sure you're doing that. Play to your strengths. Work on your weaknesses throughout your lifetime. But be ready to laugh at yourself. Surround yourself with people who make you laugh, right? People that care about you, people that are there for you. You're there for them, right? Because relationships are two-way streets, right? They're not one-way streets. If you're in a one-way relationship, I go the other way, right? Good relationships are two-way streets where both people are in it, or the whole group of people are in it for each other, right? And hopefully there's a lot of laughter going on. And then, of course, love, right? What an interesting emotion, right? Love. There's so many different ways we love. My little kittens that I just got love me. I know. I love them. And they climb up on me, you know. They love me, those kittens. I love them too. It's a little different than the way I love my son, right? The way I love my mom, right? The way I love my family, the way, of course, I love my friends, and the way, of course, if I had a significant other throughout my lifetime, the way that I do and love them, right? There's different ways to love, but love is so important for us all. All right, so fill your heart, fill your lives with love. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. This opportunity, again, 26 years to go out with you guys is really special to me. Thank you.
Not done yet. You guys gonna sing along? You gotta sing along with me. I'm not gonna put the jacket on, it's too late. Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, gotta sing along, but spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands, help me, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. You sing it. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We filled it up with only two. And when I hurting rolls off my shoulders, how could I hurt when I'm with you? Help me. Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Good times never seem so good. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Sweet Caroline, sometimes feel they never would, but give it up for the class of 2023! Say your prayers, little one.
Yeah, as usual, I'm the party pooper, right? We would like to recognize our seniors who earn college credits. College Now is a concurrent enrollment program offered through Herkimer College, where students can earn college credits taught by high school students while also earning high school credits. The following students have earned at least one credit through the College Now program. Will those who earned at least one college credit please stand? Please be seated. Next, we would like to recognize our Clark Scholarship winners. The Clark Foundation has been privileged to award scholarships since 1961. Recipients are chosen by the Clark Foundation Scholarship Committee on the basis of not only academic achievement, but also for their leadership, character, and loyalty to the school and community. The Clark Foundation has awarded nearly $135 million to over 14,800 students over the past 60 years. The approximate award of this year's Mount Markham graduates from the Clark Foundation is $98,300. This represents awards from $3,100 to $8,000 for these 27 students. Please go out of your way to thank the Clark Foundation people in Cooperstown for their tremendous gift. As I read your name, please stand up. Please hold your applause until all names are read. This year's recipients of the Clark Foundation Scholarship are as follows: Abby Ainsley, Joseph Barney, Julie Battisti, Mason Bay, Lydia Bowie, Samuel Brutsky, Derek Case, Leah Coffin, Ryan Denton, Caroline Entwistle, Sarah Entwistle, Ken Escamilla, Kevin Gates, Rachel Harris, Nathan Hartman, Haley Hiltz, Ethan Howard, Sean Jones, Liam Kolzak, Carissa Lewasco, Benjamin Lohman, William Lunny, Bryce Lynch, Mackenzie Roth, Morgan Sayers, Angel Testa, Darian Williams. Congratulations on being awarded a Clark Foundation Scholarship. You may be seated. I would like to introduce to you the valedictorian of the class of 2023, Mackenzie Roth.
Hey guys. Before I get started with the good stuff, congratulations guys, we finally made it. It's about time, right? I want to extend a thank you to my friends, classmates, teachers, coaches, and fellow community members for all that they've done for me in the last 13 years. I'd like to especially thank my family for always supporting me and believing in me, even in my lowest points. Now, getting to the main reason I'm up here. I don't want to talk long, but I want to leave you all with something memorable. So, a message to those who follow in our footsteps. Number 1, wear deodorant. Come on guys, it's not that hard. And reapply to, nobody wants to smell you. Number 2, don't procrastinate. I won't lie, I did that quite a bit. Let's just say doing 3 calculus questions may not seem completely awful, but in hindsight, waiting until midnight to start them probably isn't one of my greatest ideas. I did eventually learn that the sooner you get your homework and other tasks done, the more time you have to do the things you love. Number 3, you have to understand perspective. According to Google, and no, this is not an MLA format, perspective or point of view is important because it dictates how your reader interprets characters, events, or other important details. Yeah, in terms of literature, that's completely accurate, but life's not a storybook. In different circumstances, you can't just look at your own perspective. Sometimes you have to consider the point of view of the person next to you and the other people around you on top of your own in order to truly understand a situation. Now, I'm not saying to worry about what other people think of you, but it is important to stop and consider how people perceive a situation because it may be different than yours. Number 4, goals. My dad's always telling me to set my long-term goals and to set the small checkpoints that lead me to them. What do you do once you reach them? Well, you set new ones. Yes, there's going to be setbacks and challenges, but don't let that stunt your determination. Regardless of whether you're going into the military, workforce, or college, remember to set your goals and the means to achieve them. Finally, number 5, the most significant part of high school and life in general that everybody needs to be reminded of is that time is very limited. Time has no beginning, time has no end. It affects every detail of our lives, whether it be deadlines, events, tasks. Time doesn't wait for anyone. Whether you like it or not, time never stops. Yeah, Kenzie, clearly, we get it, get to the point. What I'm saying is obvious, but it's something that we truly need to be reminded of. Time goes on. Time gives you only one chance, and you have to make the best of it. Life's too short to not take risks, too short to take anything for granted. Every second, every opportunity should be used meaningfully. So, the 5 rules. Wear deodorant. Don't procrastinate. Understand perspective. Set goals. And remember that your time is precious. In the wise words of Kenny Chesney, sorry, Miss Oliver, don't blink. So when someone tells you that you won't be able to do something, that you won't succeed or you're not strong enough, look at them, laugh, and do it anyway. Congratulations to the class of 23, and good luck with your future aspirations. Thank you.
Mr. Charles Chuck Chafee, class of 1975. Charles Chafee can be best described as a lifelong learner, earning his Bachelor in Science and Management Science in 1979 from SUNY Geneseo, a Master of Science in Business Economics in 1999 from SUNY Oneonta, a Certificate of Advanced Study in School District Leadership in 2005 from SUNY Cortland, and completing the Superintendent Development Program at SUNY Oswego in 2007. Following a successful stint in the corporate restaurant industry, Charles moved his family to West Winfield and operated the Clarendon Restaurant before moving on to a career in education. During his career in education, Charles worked as a superintendent at both Stockbridge Valley and Waterville, as a principal at Madison and AuSable Valley, and as a teacher at Mount Markham Central School District. Currently, Charles serves as an Assistant Executive Director of New York Schools Insurance Reciprocal. Throughout his career in education, Charles has received numerous accolades, receiving a High Performance Gap Closing School recognition from New York State Ed in 2006, a Distinguished Service Award from OHM BOCES School Board Institute in 2020, and induction into the Education Hall of Distinction by the Genesis Group in 2021. Beyond his professional achievement, Charles is known as a philanthropist. Throughout his life, Charles has served with the Rotary International, receiving the Paul Harris Fellow recognition, the Optimist Club, Ruritan National, and Mount Markham Area Youth Association. Additionally, Charles has volunteered as a youth sports coach for many years. Charles' family also started Kitty's Cruisers, which donates money directly to families impacted by cancer, mostly raised through its annual golf tournament, Birdies for Breast Cancer. Charles estimates that the organization has donated upwards of $100,000 to families in need. We are all honored to induct Charles Chafee into the Hall of Fame.
Wow. I'm so honored and humbled to be standing here tonight. Thank you to the Mount Markham Foundation for believing that my life's accomplishments are worthy of admittance into the Hall of Fame. I'm truly at a loss of words to describe how I feel about the inclusion on this prestigious wall and to be associated with so many talented and quality graduates. Thanks again for this recognition. And speaking of recognition, I hope you realize what a special gem you have here, as Abby said. This community, this district, these facilities are some of the best in New York State. I would like to also recognize the Mount Markham School Board, Superintendent DePeace and his administrative team, Mount Markham's great teaching staff back here. Many of them I actually had the privilege of working with when I started my career back in the late 1990s. And the other folks who work behind the scenes quite often, the bus drivers, the cafeteria staff, the custodians, groundskeepers, and the office staff. Thank you for all you do. My final thank you is for my family. My wife, Annette, my children, Amanda, Chad, and Melissa. Also joining me tonight are my sister-in-law, Janet, my nephew, Kyle, my son-in-law, future son-in-law, Matt and Sean, and a very special guest, my grandson, Giovanni. Hey, buddy. I hope you realize how much I valued your support and your love through these years. You gave me the reason to get up each and every day to go out and to make a difference in the lives of the people I worked with. I love you all so very much. Thank you. And now we'll see if this works. No, I'm not going to sing, Mike. I won't go too far, but I'm going to direct my attention to the class of 2023. When Mr. Huxtable called me to inform me that I had been selected for this honor, he mentioned that I was expected to offer some words of encouragement to the graduates. But as Mike said, I thought long and hard about it. How do you encourage a class that their first 2 years of high school was spent under the cloud of COVID? Whether it's lockdowns, hybrid learning, remote learning, masks, social distancing, vaccinations, you guys overcame that. What words of encouragement do you give to a class whose athletes have won numerous league titles, sectional championships, whose FFA is state recognized, whose speech and debate team have won countless awards, whose BOCES students have achieved success at Skills USA and are leaving here with a skill set that will serve them well? I could go on, but Mr. Huxtable said to keep it short. Suffice to say, you're a special group of young people. So let me leave you with a very, very short story. Now, if you promise not to fall asleep, I'd like you to close your eyes and visualize the story as I tell it. It was a cool, crisp summer morning, and an older gentleman was walking down the sandy beach with a cup of coffee, and in the distance, he sees this young girl skipping along, reaching down, picking up a starfish and throwing it in the ocean, and going on her way and doing this again and again until they came beside each other. And the gentleman looked at her and said, "What are you doing, young lady? There are hundreds of thousands of starfish that have washed up. Do you really think you can make a difference?" And she reached down, picked up a starfish, looked at him, threw it in the ocean and said, "I made a difference to that one." So my challenge to you, the class of 2023, is this. When you leave here tonight, whether you're pursuing a degree at college, joining the military, or going directly into the workforce, go out into this world and make a difference. Thank you again for allowing me to share this special evening with you. I wish you all the best. Good luck, and God bless you.
The following student has made a commitment to serve our country via the military service. Please stand. Jonathan Schleffer Jr., U.S. Army. And now for the superintendent comments.
Good evening. Tonight we gather here as a community to honor and celebrate the collective accomplishments of the graduating class of 2023. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you and share in this milestone. Seniors, today is all about you, but it's important to pause for a moment and recognize the people that have helped you along the way. Your parents, teachers, and mentors have been your guiding lights, providing you with the support and encouragement you needed to succeed. They have been there for you through good times and in bad, and they deserve our gratitude and appreciation. To our teachers, you have opened the doors for these students, and you have held them open through the highs and lows of their young lives. You have educated and inspired, questioned and answered, and been a positive force both in and out of the classroom. On behalf of the graduating class of 2023, thank you for everything you have done in support of them along the way. To our parents and families, you have built the foundation for the next phase of your child's life. Thank you for the love, support, and patience you have given at every step. It's important to acknowledge the joys and challenges that comes along with ushering your children into the future. What we know is that you have helped them develop the strong foundation they will need to take the next steps, whatever those steps may be. It has been your loving dedication that has brought these students to this point, and I'm sure they will continue to count on you as they move on to whatever lies ahead. On behalf of our faculty and students, thank you for everything you have done in support of your children. Which brings us back to why we are gathered here today, the Mount Markham class of 2023. Yes, your loved ones have guided and supported you, but your achievements are ultimately your own, and you have every reason to be proud. Cherish and enjoy these special moments in your life. You have worked hard and you have shown tremendous character. And as you all have learned through the School of Hard Knocks, your character is like a photograph. It develops in the darkness. You have experienced the joys of success and persevered through disappointments of failure. You have been a kind, compassionate, and empathetic class, collectively and as individuals. I hope you will check in on one another as you continue your journey in life. Never lose focus on your dreams or compromise your values for any reason. Whether you're entering the workforce, college, the military, or continuing down another road, you are forever a part of this community and a lifelong member of the class of 2023. Now is your time to go out into the world and make a difference and pursue the American dream. That can happen in many ways, of course, but this is the greatest country in the world, and you will have countless opportunities to succeed. Take pride in whatever you do and remember to pay it forward. Service and determination are the foundation of America, and I know that you will hold these values close. I want to challenge you to use your education and your talents to make a positive impact on this world. We are living in a time of great change and uncertainty, and we need leaders that are willing to step up and make a difference. The ever-changing world you will face will present you with numerous challenges. Remember to trust yourself and believe in the greatness that you have within. Let's now take a moment to think about success a little differently. Most times when we think of success, our thoughts goes to things that are easily measured. Things like sports scores, test scores, awards. Please understand, I'm not suggesting that these things aren't important. They are. What I'm saying is that they're just parts of the bigger picture. Success is not just about what you achieve, it's about how you treat others along the way. When I look at you, I see less tangible but equally important things. You are good people. You are able to form relationships with others. You are determined, hardworking, responsible, and self-motivated. You care about your futures, or at least trying to figure it out. It's impossible to measure these things with a ruler or some number, but these are essential life skills that will lead you towards success and make your dreams come true. Speaking of following your dreams, there is someone who you have likely heard of who spent his entire life doing what he loved. I'm talking about Coach Charles Engel, better known to many of us as Coach Chuck. In 1968, he started his teaching career as a physical education teacher in the Leonardsville Central School District, which later merged with two other school districts to form what we know as Mount Markham. And basically, he never left. For 48 years, his name was synonymous with the art and science of coaching soccer, and we are so very lucky to claim him. When he retired from coaching in 2016, he was one of the most successful high school soccer coaches in the nation. He compiled 657 wins, which is the highest number of wins of any coach in New York State high school soccer history. He challenged his students to do their best and to be their best. He was a loving disciplinarian who didn't go easy on his players, but he always earned their respect. And he never veered from his job or lost sight of his vision to foster and shape the Mount Markham Mustangs. Sadly, Coach Chuck passed away in 2020 at the age of 73, but his legacy lives on. Nearly a half a century of stellar teaching and coaching will not be forgotten. That is why I'm very pleased to announce that we are honoring the memory and the merits of Coach Chuck by naming the outdoor sports facilities and soccer field in his honor. The area will officially be called the Charles R. Engel Athletic Park, home of the Mustangs. Stay tuned. When you visit us in the fall for the Optimist Tournament, and we hope that you do, the new signage and memorial plaque will be in place. Even if you're not an athlete, sports are always a good metaphor for life. Doing well requires tremendous discipline and endless effort. There will always be victory and defeat, along with team spirit and individual pride. So on the occasion of your graduation, please keep these final thoughts in mind. Work hard and practice harder. Don't be afraid of messing up. Get going and do big things. Remember to count on your family and friends. And most importantly, stay in the game. We are so proud of you, and we wish you continued success in achieving your goals and following your dreams. Best of luck and congratulations to the class of 2023.
First, I'd like to thank the class of 2023 for letting me be part of your high school career. I hope I have upheld your expectations. Well, you're just minutes away from graduating, because you know I won't be long. This is one of those cornerstone moments of a person's life, the culmination of 13 years of education. From kindergarten to your senior year in high school, graduation represents moving into what people call the real world. I'm sure you've heard all about it. Wait till you get into the real world. The real world is tough. You won't get away with that in the real world. Some of us adults speak as if the real world is this scary place full of pitfalls and traps. Sorry to tell you it is. But you got this. I believe in you. I've always believed in you. See, in all those years of schooling, you learn more than just academics. First and foremost, you learn how to learn new things. 13 years is not nearly enough time to teach you everything you need to know. Every one of you have developed a method of learning that fits you. Use that. You need to continue to learn, or the real world will eat you up. As you know, things move fast. So you're going to have to learn new skills, how to deal with different situations, different types of relationships. You've proven you can learn, or you wouldn't be sitting in those chairs. Now it's the willingness to continue to do so. In the famous words of Ted Lasso, who, by the way, did misquote Walt Whitman, be curious, not judgmental. Wonder why things happen, why people are the way they are. Then learn about it or them. Understand. Once you understand, you can deal with it or them. You spent the last 13 years developing the tools to understand. Use those tools. Don't stop learning and don't stop growing. Good luck and God bless. Before I present the candidates with their diplomas, I call upon our Board of Education President, Mr. Jay Kolzak, to please come forward. I certify that the members of the graduating class of 2023 have met all state and local requirements necessary to receive their high school diplomas.
Would row one please stand? Mackenzie Lee Roth. Abby Laura Ainsley. Caroline Ashley Entwistle. William Kevin Lunny Jr. Ryan Thomas Denton. Rachel Harris. Nathan J. Hartman. Sean M. Jones.
Good job, girl.
You're nobody behind you.
Liam J. Kulzak. Clarissa Helena Lewasco. Benjamin G. Lohman. Bryce Lynch. Morgan Taylor Sayers. Darian J. Williams. Trinity Jade Bailey. Row 1, please be seated.
Would row 2 please stand? Giovanni Joseph Barletta. Joseph C. Barney. Dalton James Barrett. Logan Wheeler Behringer. Julie Battisti. Mason R. Bay. Lydia M. Bowie. Samuel Brutsky. Bradley P. Burke III. Michelle E. Burton. Derek E. Case. Gabriel Reese Coffin. Leah Coffin. Alfonso Sylvester Davis Jr. Row 2, please be seated.
Row 3, please stand. Emily Davis. Lucas E. Demarest. Caden C. Dennis. Tyler A. Duncan. Derek Edmondson III. Caitlin M. Edmondson. Sarah Abigail Entwistle. Ken Escamilla. Sean L. Fellows. Hannah Rose Ferguson. Kevin J. Gates. Matthew J. Godden. Devin L. Handy. Charles K. Hiltz III. Haley Lorraine Hiltz. Row 3, please be seated.
Would row 4 please stand? Ethan Daniel Howard. Dylan M. Iorio. George S. Jones. Jada L. Camp. Jared A. Kelly. Kira R. Kraus. Hank Weston Miller. Thomas Monty Jr. Hannah Elizabeth Moxham. Jade E. Nelms. Jordan Andreyko. Eliza Jane Ostrander. Joanna Charlene Owen. Nathan Craig Parker.
Go, Nate.
Row 4, please be seated.
Would row 5 please stand? Jacob Patterson. Matthew David Perkins. Samantha Elizabeth Sadler. Jonathan Otto Schlapfer Jr. Bennett Lyndon Schoonover. Ethan Siega. Alexandria Siver. Landon Sofrin. Angel Taya Testa. Noah Carl Trago. Abby Joe Trever. Curtis Walker. Logan Waterman. Kayla Michelle Wellenstein. Alyssa Ann White. Row 5, please be seated.
Would the graduates please stand? You may turn your tassels to the left. It is my privilege to officially present the graduated class of 2023.
So we gotta come up with like some kind of thing to go with it. Like he said, yeah, you're not doing
All right, I guess we can start making that. Well, that.